Assalamu alaikum, welcome to SAT practice. Today we're going to do some elimination strategy. Uh, let's start with the first question. So what is the maximum number of 3 by 3 square that can be formed from the square in the 6 by 6 checkerboard to the right? So here we have 6 by 6 checkerboard. So we're going to see how many 3 by 3 we can uh, we can have. But of course, because this is too big to get only 4, we cannot get we can get more than 6. And I don't think 24 because 24 is too big to get 24 here 3 by 3. So here I have two choice. So the two choice we have is 12 and 16. So let's see if we can count how many 3 by 3 we can make. So all right, so let's move this. We have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we can make 16 3 by 3 square. Next question. So if B stands for the product of the first 5 positive number, what are the first 5 positive number? Is 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5. So this is 10, this is 12. So 10 times 12 is 120. So if this is my P, so if I divide P by 10 to the M, which M I will choose? So as you see, we have only 1 0 after the number. So obviously I should have M equal to 1 here. I cannot have 2 because 2 will give me a fraction. So the answer is A. After being marked down 20%, so I can just sell for $10. So 10% is a discount. So we know that the price after the discount is the price minus the discount, which is the price times the rate of the discount, which means that I will have P times 1 minus the rate. So it gives me the price after the discount. So if the price after discount is 10 and the rate is 20%, so I will have 10 equal the original price times 1 minus 0.2, which means that the 10 equal the price times 0.8. So to find the original price, we divide both sides by 0.8. Alright, so here I will end up having 100 over 8 equal the price, because I multiply both sides by 10 because I don't divide by decimal. So here if I divide both sides by 4, I got 25 over 2 is the price, which means in decimal is 12.5. So B is my choice. Next question. The distance between city A and B is 120 miles. A car travels from A to B with the speed 1 is 60 miles per hour and return from B to A with the second speed at 40 miles per hour. So what is the average speed for the round trip? So be careful here. Most of the students, what they do, they will do 60 plus 40 over 2 and they will be happy with this answer. So keep in mind that the average speed is the distance over a time. So what is the total distance travel in round trip? Is 120 plus 120 because it's the same distance divided by the time. How much time spent on the first trip? So what we do here, we divide the distance by the speed to get the time, because the speed in fact is the distance over the time. So if I want to find out the time, we just divide the distance by the speed. So here I will have 120 over 60 to give me the time, which is 2. So that's mean the first trip it took 2 hours, and the second one is 120 over 40, which is 3, which is, now you add the total time, which is 5 hours, so it's going to be 240 over 5, and this is 40 mile per hour. So the average speed is 40 mile per hour. Be careful. So you add if the speed are the same. I hope it's clear. Next question. If W is 10% less than X, so we know that W is 10% less than X. That means is 90% of X. 10% less than X is the 90% of X. And Z is 30% less than Y is 30% less than Z. Y is 30% less than, that means is 70% of Z. So WY is what percent less than XZ. So what I do, I multiply those two. So I got WY is, and I multiply this is 90 times 70 over 100, and this is over 100, and XZ. So this is 6300 over 100 times 100. So I cancel this 100 with those two zero. So which means that WY is 63% of XZ. That means WY is less than what? Than 37% from XZ. So it's 37% less than XZ. So is 37% less than XZ. So the answer is C, because WY is 60% of XZ. That means it's less by 30%, 37% less than Z. Alright, so in the game of chess, the knight can make any of the move displayed on the diagram. So the knight make always an L move. You see, it can do like this or like this. So always L move made by the knight. So if the knight is the only piece on the board, what is the greatest number of space from which not all 8 moves are possible? So obviously, so we cannot make the move here. So we cannot make all the move, because if the knight here, you can make only a limited move. So the outer is impossible. So which means, what do I have? I have here 8. Here is, if I count 8 here and 8 here, so I have here 6 and here 6. So which means I have 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6, which is uh, 16 plus 12, which is 28. And keep in mind that it's 2 by 3. So if you make 2, you cannot make 3 here. That means in the middle one again, after the outer one, so they cannot make all the possible move. You see, the outer move they cannot make, because here we have only 2. He need 3, 2. So we have here 6 plus 6 for here, and then between them is 4. So this is 12 plus 8, which is 20. So the total uh, possible space where the knight cannot make all the move is, you add those two, so it's going to be 48. So which is D. How many different ways can three cube be painted if each cube is painted one color and only the three colors are red, blue, green are available? So here they told us that if we have green, green, blue is the same thing if it's green, blue, green. All right. So let's see how many color we can do. Of course, we cannot have two, three, and nine. It's not less. So let's see all the possible choice. So we can have red, red, red. We can have red, red, blue. We can have red, red, green. Or I can have green, 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 blue, or green, green, red. I can have blue, 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 green, or blue, blue, red. And I have a choice where I can have red, green, blue. So which means I have 10 choice. So 10 is my choice. Alright, so what is the greatest prime factor of 2 to the power 4 square? So 2 to the power square, or 2 to the exponent 4 square minus 1. So we know that 2 to the exponent 4 is 16 square minus 1. This is the difference of the square. 16 minus 1 times 16 plus 1. So this is 15 times 17, and 17 is the greatest prime factor for that one, and D is my choice. Next question. Suppose 5 circle, each 4 inch. Suppose I have 5 circle. Let's assume this is 5 circles. So I have, let me make a copy of it. So this is the first one, second one, third one, fourth, fifth. Alright, so we have 5, so each one is 4 inch. Are cut from rectangular stripped of paper 12 inch. So let's see, we have 12-inch paper. So let's see, because I need to make sure that it's 12-inch. I'm assuming that this is going to be 4 and 4 and 4. So here is going to be 12. So this is 12. Next to each other is 12. Alright, so if the least amount of paper is to be wasted, what is the width of the paper strip? So I want to create the list. The list is when we do this. So in that case, we will waste less paper. So this is the minimum paper we can get to cut 5 circle. All right, so the width cannot be 5 because this is greater than 5. It's obviously greater than 5. So 5 cannot be taken. 8, no, because 8 is like I'm having two circles next to each other. Well, we don't have this case because look, if I have another circle here, you see, then I will have 4 and 4 will be 8, but this is not the case. So that means 8 is not our case. So let me take off that one from here. And square root of 3 is greater than 1. So that means this is going to be greater than 8. So this is not the case. Not enough information. We have enough information. So this is not the choice. That means the choice is this. So that means B is my answer. So if you want to check, so what you do, so this is the center. So I connect the center from here to here, you see, and here I have a another radius. So this is the radius. The diameter is 4. That means the radius is 2. This 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 is 2. Which means we have a equilateral triangle with 4 in each side. So I just need to find out the height using Pythagorean theorem. So here we have 4, 2. So it's going to be 2 square plus 4 square is 4 square plus, 4 square minus 2 square. It will give me the height square because this is side, this is hypotenuse. So it's going to be 16 minus 4 is h square. So this is 12 is h square, which means that h is square root of 12, which is 2 square root of 3. So I have 2 square root of 3 is the height. So this is 2 square root of 3 plus 2 and plus 2. So it's going to be 2 plus 2 plus 2 square root of 3. It will give me the width of the paper. So it's going to be 4 plus 2 square root of 3. And this is what we choose after we eliminate the other choice. Next question, if C and K be constant, so if we FOIL this, so K will be 1 plus C. And if I times 1 plus 1 times C, it will give me 5. So 1 times C, it will give me 5, which means that C equals 5 and K equals 6. So the value for K is 6. I hope you got the idea how to do this type of question. So if you have any comment about the way I present, please do so. It will help me improve my way of teaching. Thank you for watching the video and Assalamu alaikum.